Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it is lovely to see you today. In this video we're going to be talking about energy clearing for beginners, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So you might be thinking to yourself, I'm not a witch, I don't need to energy cleanse. What is this thing she's talking about? But many of us do energy clearing without even realising it, and I'm sure when I say some of the things that come under energy clearing, you'll say, oh yeah, I've done that and I did feel better. Yeah, I get what she means. Energy cleansing is something that can totally change the feeling of a room or your mood, and it's so important to do regularly, especially if you're doing witchcraft or any kind of spiritual work, because we are like magnets and it's so important to cleanse those magnets off and make sure we are clear and free of anything that's polluting our energy. But before we get to it, don't forget, if you're new here, you can click the subscribe button to become part of the butterfly family. We would absolutely love to have you here. Don't forget to leave me a cheeky like and a comment, and also check out my Ko-fi. It would help me a great deal if you would just leave me a little tip to help with running the channel and the finance that it takes to run a blog and a YouTube channel. But I hate talking about money, so let's get to it, shall we? So why is it important that we cleanse our energy? This is because we are like magnets, like I said in the introduction. We go out to the supermarket, we are at work, we are around family and people who maybe we don't get on very well with. All this energy that we're around sticks to us, and we might have just been to see a shopkeeper who's just had a massive argument with his wife, or is going through a divorce, who's depressed. We might have just passed a student who is really struggling with his mental health. There are so many things that we can pass by in our lives that can trigger us and stick to us, and then we get to the end of the day and we kind of feel like, I don't know why, but I just feel like absolute rubbish today. And that is the best time to do an energy clearing, the best time. Also when you first move into a house, or when you go somewhere and it just doesn't feel quite right. This is when you have to listen to your intuition, and I can do a specific video about intuition if you would like. Just let me know with a comment. Yeah, let's get on to all the different ways you can cleanse your energy. So the very first thing that's so important to do if you're going to do any kind of energy clearing is to open a window. It can be just a little crack, it can be wide open, it doesn't matter, just open a window. It just lets that horrible energy leave. So if you imagine like you're trying to get rid of a being or a spirit, a ghost, and you don't open a window, it'll kind of just be banging around in the room, and then it'll just settle down and permeate back in again. You need to have somewhere where it can leave, so definitely make sure you have a window open. This is just best practice. So let's think about if we need to cleanse a room. For example, you've been doing some healing work, or you want to meditate, or you just go into a new house, you've just bought it, you're fresh in there. You want to get rid of all the energy of the family that was there before. They might have been very emotional about leaving, they might be depressed, there could be 1,000 different feelings mixed up with moving house. Not everybody's happy about moving, and so we need to cleanse the whole area and cleanse it all out. Again, the first thing to do, open the windows. Now you can use the elements for cleansing very easily, and the first way is, especially if it's a windy day, not if it's raining not if it's raining, but if it's, you know, a windy day, if you just want to let some fresh air into the house, opening every single window in the house and just letting that breeze come through and naturally just get rid of all the energy that doesn't belong there. It's a really good way of just cleansing. That's why when spring comes, you know, it's a fresh new beginning, which is why this is off topic, but why I've always wondered, our new year isn't at the beginning of spring. Like, don't you feel like New Year should be like March time? Because that's when it changes from winter to spring and we all feel this new refreshed energy and we want to spring clean our whole house and open all the windows. That feeling of bringing in new fresh energy is what the new year is all about to me. It's why I kind of wait to celebrate a new year until that time. I kind of think of my birthday at the beginning of March as kind of being the new year, so take that as you will. But the first way is to just open all the windows, especially if it's a little bit breezy or it's a nice sunny day. letting that fresh air in is going to make such a difference. The next is to use air and fire to smoke cleanse. Smoke cleansing is very simple. You just light an incense cone, light an incense stick, open the windows and just let that smoke cleanse the air. It's a really, really wonderful thing. You can also take the incense stick and kind of waft it in all the corners, in the cupboards, make sure nothing's hiding where it shouldn't be, and just kind of cleanse the heckers out of the whole place. It's a really wonderful and easy way of doing it. However, it's not there for everyone. If you're in a shared house, if you have asthma or breathing difficulties, or if you are, say for example, in a rented place, you might have problems with smoke detection. I've never had a problem. We do have smoke detectors in our home, but I've never had a problem with it going off. But if you have very sensitive smoke detectors, then just think of doing it in a different way. Everybody talks about smoke cleansing, but what about using sound? Sound is one that I love, and you might have seen me in previous videos when I set up my witchcraft room, for example, or I reorganized my altar. I'll leave links to those videos down below. But sound is so important, and you can do this very, very easily. If you have a bell, a little ringy bell, I have one that I gave to my granddad. We went to York once and I bought this little bell for my granddad as a laugh, because as he got older he was struggling to get up and do things, and so he would be asking my nan to do lots of things for him. So when I saw this bell I was like, oh, you can ring for her. She wasn't quite as happy about that. But when he passed away I got the bell back, and now I use it as part of my practice. A bell like that, especially if it belonged to an ancestor, is a perfect way to bring your ancestors into your area cleaning. They love that, just helping you out with your witchcraft or with your spiritual journey. You can also do it by blasting your favourite music. Now I love blasting happy music, things that make me happy, and the songs that make me happy might not make you happy, but I love a bit of Ollie Murs, I love a bit of Britney Spears, Spice Girls, that sort of thing. I put it on full blast. I have a dance around and sing and wave my arms around and just change the energy in the room to happy, happy, lovely energy. And it also helps with personal cleansing as well. Music is wonderful for this. Bell ringing is wonderful for this. So those are really great. And you can also do it with meditation. I just did one this like a few minutes ago. I was feeling really a bit down and low energy. And I think it's because my mother hasn't been feeling well the last few days. And so her energy is very low, and so when you spend a lot of time with someone, that can bring your energy down. So I did a lovely meditation on Insight Timer, just about grounding, making a white light around me, creating a protection bubble, and that white light just filling me up and getting rid of all this negative sticky energy that was getting me down. So meditation can be a really, really wonderful way of doing it for yourself, but also around the room. Next up is how to cleanse you. Say you've been out for a bit and you come home and suddenly for no reason you just feel like your energy's changed. You're feeling a bit or angry or upset. Maybe something from your past was triggered. Maybe you saw somebody that you don't like very much, or they're having a bad time and it's kind of done that magnetic thing and stuck to you. So the first way again is going to be utilizing the elements, and the first way is wind. One of my first TikToks that I ever made was showing me cleansing my body with wind in my back garden, because the wind had really kicked up. And so I stood outside, put my arms out, closed my eyes and just pictured all that bad energy just being blown away on the wind, and I felt so much better afterwards. I love doing that. It's one of my favourite ways of cleansing, just using the elements to get rid of anything that doesn't belong and taking it away on the wind to just wherever it needs to go away from me. Just be gone. Next way again is with incense. Every day when I light my incense cone in my witchcraft room, I take a moment to waft that smoke over myself. It's really great. You can also take an incense stick and take it down through your aura all around you. Really easy, simple ways of just cleansing your auric field, and really can make a difference. The next is with movement, and by this I mean changing your clothes and changing your hairstyle. Now this can seem like something crazy. What do you mean change your hairstyle? Have you ever been through a really bad breakup and your hair's down here and you feel really like, oh, I'm sick of myself? You go and cut a drastic haircut and you feel like a new woman or a new man. This is just something that we do naturally. If we've been in a bad situation and we move to something new, changing your image, changing the clothes you wear, cutting your hair, getting rid of anything that doesn't belong, like putting all their stuff into a box and giving it back to them, throwing away memories, burning things. I remember there was a whole scene in Friends where they were burning things in this bin because they'd broken up with their boyfriends, and that sort of thing comes naturally to us. It's just that whole feeling of I need to get rid of things that are from my past and move into a new part of my life. And it's really probably something that you've done yourself and you didn't realize you were energy clearing, but that is the good feeling that comes from energy clearing. The last thing again is sound. Now this can be done, like I said, by blasting your favorite music and having a good dance. I love doing that, by the way, and I think so many of us, when you're feeling down, if somebody pulls you up to have a dance, you suddenly feel so much better. It works so well. Other good ways are clapping all around your auric field or clicking your fingers. These are things you can do out in public even, because you know, you can just go boom, 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 done, and you feel better. Oh, that that did make me feel better actually. Another way again is a meditation. Meditations that talk you through grounding, energy clearing and protection are really good to do in the morning. You can find some really short ones that are just like 5 minutes, and that 5-minute meditation can change the whole day. If you do it every morning before you leave the house, it can set you up for your whole day, and it's a really great way of just getting set up and getting your 5 minutes of meditation in for the day. These are all really simple, easy, inexpensive ways of just clearing out the things that are no longer serving you, letting go of energy that doesn't belong to you, letting go of an argument, letting go of an ex or a family member that's made you feel bad, getting over an argument, something like that. They're all really simple, easy ways of doing that. So I really hope that this video has helped you to find some ways to really change your mood and change the way you feel on days where you're not quite sure what's wrong, you just don't feel yourself, or you go into a room and it doesn't feel right and you can't picture why. Doing these things, any one of them or 2 or 3 of them together, will change everything, I promise you. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to head down below and leave it a cheeky little like so I know that you enjoyed it and I can bring more like this to the channel in future. While you're down there, don't forget to leave me a comment. What ways do you cleanse your energy? Is this something you've heard of before? Have you never tried it? Do you want to try it? Let me know all the things down below. I always love chatting with you. And last but certainly not least, if you like my content and you like my face, don't forget to head down below, click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. Take care everyone, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!